To the screen, star players for this team. Florida State, Colombian International. Brings so much to the party. And now it's that time just before a game when you're really, all you want to do is tip off and get into it. But some preliminaries have to be done before that. They have serious talent. Their coach, Andreas Pistololis, has so much weaponry at his disposal. So Salam brings him out, debossed, scoring machine. Raymar Morgan then next in line. Karaguli, Karbaga, Agba, Yunus Sansimar, Brian Angola. So much expected of him, so much depending on him. Angelo Cagliaro, Dylan Ennis, Mustafa, 6'6", shooting forward, and Goskin Kuxel, shooting guard. Great depth, great options for the coach. And now it's the home team. And the noise has been elevated. They're off their feet here. A lot of anticipation of this team. 11 straight league titles in a row in Belgium. They've played in all 7 editions of the Basketball Champions League, so great experience. A gritty team, a physical team, but a very controlled team. Tyree, New Jersey born, Ole Miss. Van der Verst de Vries, great young talent. Youngest ever Dutch international at 16 years of age. Keddy Mbiko, Blenenberg, Servas Boychiart, and Trishawn Terman, Bratanovic, Zander Pintelon, Pierre-Ante Gilles, Olivier Troy Fontaines. A big team, a physical team. Coaches share mutual respect, but both want to get a W tonight. It's all nice and before the game, but when the game starts, it's all about getting a win. Brian Angola, 6'5", scoring machine, inside, outside, great athleticism. And you can see the respect they have for each other. Many of these players on both teams have played in Europe for a number of years now, so they're well-traveled, well-versed, and they've come up against each other and they've come up from each other. Referees tonight from Bulgaria, Spain and Ukraine. And that's a very multi-dimensional set with Horzov Martin as the key referee, the main man. But really it's about the impact that each of these players will have against their respective opponents and for their team. So Bost, Agvar, Angola, Calario and Coxco. That's the starting lineup. For Galatasaray, so they've got strength, they've got height, and they've got great athleticism. And there you see Pistiolis, 44 years of age now. And Galatasaray, as in all sports, bring huge support with them. So who's the starting 5 for Oostende? Who are they going to kick off the game with tonight? Will it be Tyree? We'd expect Brian Tyree to start. Yeah, and indeed he does. Blenenberg, Bradanovic, Djordjevic, and Gilley. So that's who's going to start the game for us. The lines are drawn. 47 years of age now, born in Croatia, now a Belgian citizen, also coach of the Belgian national team. %50% of all your attempted field goals at home. That's some shooting. Think about it. 1 in every 2 shots made. That's serious. The question is, can they do it tonight against this really talented team from Turkey? And they'll need to be at their very best if they're to get a W out of this game. There's no doubts in that. They will need to be at their very best. So we're almost ready. The final seconds. Final notes. Just reminding him of a couple of key points. That's what the coaches are doing now, a couple of key points. Make sure you've got your matchups right. Make sure we understand our systems. And let's put into our performance what we've practiced, what we expect. There's Die Bost. Blenenberg, a lot expected of him, the number 12 for Oostende. But this guy scores, steals, assists, just does it all. So the tip between Agvar and Bradanovic, that goes the way of the home team into the safe hands of Dusan Djordjevic. Oh, he got a turnover. Out of bounds. First turnover in the first 6 seconds. Galatasaray extended the pressure immediately and forced Djordjevic into an error. So Die Bost in the ball. Angola goes strong. Doesn't do anything with it. They keep it live, but it comes back into the hands of Bradanovic. And now you have Tyree. Back in hands, a double team. Every time there's a switch, there's a double team. Tyree defended by Angola behind the back, around the back. Pops the foot free. Great start for Tyree. He put it around his back, through his legs, back around his back, and then he stepped away from Angola and elevated to drop it for 3. Angola with a chance to respond. Doesn't get it. Doesn't make the response. All the way, looking for the pass. Good defense there by Agvar. Strong move by Bradanovic. Watch it here. Thinks he's free. Is he free? Agvar really very strong and gets that. But this is a great 3 by Tyree. Just elevated up. So, out of bounds, back into the hands of Tyree. Double team every time they get a chance. Oh, look to dish inside to Bradanovic, but just overcooked the pass and possession back to Galatasaray. Tyree obviously loves the one-on-one game, and we see that early on. He can go inside and outside. Bost can do everything. That's a football with no call, so it's a fast break opportunity. Bradanovic doesn't get the roll, and again a couple of easy misses. Angola with the fast break now. Wide open. Kookskul, he misses. Nice rebound there by Djordjevic. He gets down the floor quickly. That's a foul. This time it's against the number 8, Mahar Agbar. Look, watch it, the double team. And really it could have been on either of them. But it's interesting to watch the tactics of Galatasaray. Every time Tyree gets the ball, there's an immediate double team. Because they're aware of this guy's scoring potential. That's a 3. Oh, beautiful by the big man. Really stepped outside. Gilley, 6'10" power forward, and popped it for 3. It's 2 outside the arc in the early stages. No, easy move. Oh, easy move. What a basket by Angola. He just blew past Tyree and then just rammed it in, but brilliant elevation. Tyree double team, get a steal now. This should be an easy basket. Boss looks for the contact. He draws the contact. Djordjevic fell for it, and Boss cleverly, watch it here, a double team every time. Agbar gets his hand now. Boss looks, wants the contact, needs the contact, took the contact, and made a basket. And now it's a +1. Look, made the contact. Djordjevic was sloppy. Are they happy? They're happy right now. And he makes from the free throw line. So 6-5, and that's a foul against Kuksel. And they're looking for the foul. They gotta put Galatasaray's defense on the point guards exceptional. They double team every chance they can. Every chance they can. Bradanovic, the third attempt, and he's missed the third. 3 in a row. That's 3 layups Bradanovic has missed. But they keep it live. Now he's outside the arc. Can he drain it from there? That's another miss from him. Has to shot the ball well. 3 easy layups, and has missed each and every one of them. Oh, that's a foul. Definitely a foul this time against Pierre-Antoine Gilley. But you can see Galatasaray extending the floor very quickly all the time. Kaloyaro attacks the basket and draws the foul against Gilley. And now he has a chance to give his team, I was going to say the lead, but right now he has a chance to tie it. He makes the second. Again, you can see the full court pressure. They're really forcing Oostende from the point guard. But again, another turnover. This time it's Kuksel. Now the Boss outside the arc. Count it. Oh, count it all day. Count it all day. That's all created by the full court pressure, and they're exploiting the guards' difficulties that right now Oostende are showing. Look at this. Oh, every time there's a double team. That means somebody's open. Walkie-walkies, I think. Absolutely. Too many steps. Too many steps. That's another mistake. Blenenberg. But here's it. The Boss outside the arc. Downtown 3 all day long. Good play there by Blenenberg. And now Tyree, fast break. What can he do? Too many steps. That's a travel. The referee's up to calling a foul. I thought he took too many steps. But Agbar is deemed to have committed the foul. But here, watch it. That was a tough call. Caloyario just stayed there, and Tyree tried to get around him, but it didn't matter. The referee decided it was a foul, so his first visit to the free throw line. And he's made the first basket. He's got 4 in the game so far. He's missed the second. But they keep it live. Djordjevic. Another missed shot. It's a lot of missed shots so far. 2 from 6 as a team. 1 from 2 from outside the arc. I think that's actually 2 from 3. They missed one early on, Blendenburg. And going against Blendenburg. Tough. Floats in the air. Hangs in the air. Soaked off the glass. Beautiful by Angola. 4 for him. Terry again, the double team. Blendenburg has it now. Djordjevic. This should be a basket. This should be an easy basket. Oh, boom! Says Bradanovic, the big 6'10" center. Got inside. 1-2 hops. Jumping an awful lot. But he slammed it down for a boom of a dunk. The boss wide up. He loves this spot. He loves this spot. Give him the ball. Find the spot. And D would pop it in for you. 2 baskets from outside the arc. 6 points for D Bost. Tyree loves this spot, but he doesn't get it this time. They get the ball back. Blendenburg goes up. Now can he make it this time? Oh, nice this time. He hung in the air. He dropped underneath. And a little baby hook shot for reverse. Nice basket. The bust. That's not a good shot. That wasn't an open look. Blendenburg off to the races, off to the races. Oh, lovely fast break. 4 points for Blendenburg. He's speedy, he's quick. Watch it, he wants the basket. He needs the basket. And he takes the basket. Real excellent play by Blendenburg. 6'10", 21 years of age. But he's like a gazelle. He's floating up. And Galatasaray won the timeout. They were in control. But they've got a bit sloppy, taking a few careless shots. And now let's hear what Andreas Pistilolis has to say. So, you know, there you can see 9 rebounds for Oostende. They're killing Galatasaray on the board. They're cleaning the boards. 4 offensive rebounds. And that's what we have to talk about. Some running repairs from some of the players, but you can really see they've been killed on the boards. Offensively, they've been killing the boards. Agba hasn't scored yet. They're 5 from 10 in the game. They're 2 from 3 outside the arc. And the one they missed, D Boss took a poor shot. But really they've got to do a better job on the boards, because you see every time Oostende get the ball off the boards, they're out on the fast break. And with players like Blendenburg, he wants to run the lanes. They're happy. They've made a trip here from Turkey. And I think now at this stage, Yergia is a bit happier as his team have recovered, got back into the game. 1 between them. Van der Vost the freeze in the game for the first time. As indeed is Dylan Ennis. Raymond Morgan also in the game. He attacks the basket. Doesn't get the shot up, doesn't get enough elevation. Maybe just clipped by Chebe. Van der Vost the freeze. Tough shot to take. Air ball. Angola picks up the loose rebound. Tough shot for the youngster. Not necessarily the best shot to take. Angola shakes a bit, bakes a bit. This should be a basket all day long. Oh, nice finish in the end by Raymond Morgan, but a great dime by Angola. Brilliant play by Brian Angola. Watch it again, the double team. They're looking to double team. Walkie-walkies, walkie-walkies. Blendenburg took too many steps. Doesn't believe he did, but he actually did. When he caught the ball, he didn't put it on the floor. Took a couple of steps and then put it on the floor. The referee deemed That's illegal. You can't do that. Dylan Ennis now. The Villanova, Oregon. He played with a couple of universities in the States during his career. They're looking to get the ball inside. There's a mismatch inside. Ennis with a long-range three. Air ball. They had a mismatch. Good pick up there by Gillet. Van der Verst de Vries now has the ball. Point guard. He's attacking the space. Attacks the ball. Brilliant! Oh, magnificent by the youngster. He attacked the space. He's right-handed, and he went up and eventually moved to the left of the basket and just dropped it in. Great play by the 20-year-old. Jonas Sansimara draws the foul. Oh, that's Van der Verst de Vries just trying to go. Watch it. He goes up underneath and then left-hand hook shot. Oh, beautiful play. Very short tournament now in the game. Coach wants to have a chat with Brens Blenenberg. He's done okay for his team. He's 4 points. He's missed a couple of easy baskets into the game now. Sadiq Emir Kabaga. Oh, that's a great score. Oh, magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Simon Boys thought he had position, but brilliant by Ennis. Watch it. Boys had position. Ennis came back, took the contact, and made a basket. Brilliant by Dylan Ennis. Jamaican international, has American roots, has Serbian roots, and Jamaican roots, but he's a Jamaican international born in Toronto. And now he's just extended a 1 point advantage to make it 4 points now. Super by Ennis. 5 points. Again, full court pressure. They're putting enormous pressure on the guards, and it's turning ball over time after time. One of the big issues here is that that's 7 turnovers so far against Oostende. Oh, beautiful play by the big man. Kabaga stepped outside the arc and just found the spot, found the space, and Gola found him. Nothing but net. Counter from downtown all day long. And Trayshaw Thurman was late. He was struggling. Oostende need a timeout, and they need to deal with the point guard situation. They're struggling at the point guard situation.
We're coming on the floor, we have 2 fouls to spend. From 2 fouls, what we have to spend, we're getting 6 points. When he's here, send him middle where we have a help. Don't let beat the
There you can see 9 points from turnovers. 7 turnovers in the first quarter. They're being really hammered at the point guard spot. Van der Verst de Vries is struggling at the point guard spot. George Davis struggled at the point guard spot. And the reason they're struggling is Galatasaray are sending a double team, and they're forcing the guard to look to make a pass. But the problem is he's not passing through the double team, he's trying to pass over it. And the athleticism and the range and the extension of people like Brian Angola and people like D. Boss and Mahir Agba are causing real problems for the point guards. And again, they're extending the defense. Van der Verst de Vries now has got to handle it better. This time he gets it up safely. Defended by Ennis. Boys goes in, doesn't get a good shot off. Oh, nice rebound in the end. A nice follow-up by Service. Bouchard, beautiful play. Followed up, stayed with it, and then did the most important thing. He made the easy basket at the end of it. Sometimes they do all the work, but they don't make the basket. He did it. Now he's got to do a bit of defense. Oh, fantastic. Oh, magnificent by Raymond Morgan. He just took the contact, felt the contact, needed the contact, and then just exploited the contact with an easy basket at the end of it. Van der Verst de Vries looks to shoot. Another turnover. They're racking up the turnovers. Galatasaray looking to break. That's a foul. No doubt it's a foul against Thurman. And Sadiq Kabaga will go to the free throw line. Again, turnover. Off to the races. This time, San Siro off to the races. Give it to the big man coming in, and Kabaga says to Thurman, you fouled me. No point complaining. You did foul me. So now team fouls a problem for Oostende. Turnovers a problem for Oostende. And for Sadiq Kabaga, the 21-year-old Turkish international at underage level, free throw line, no problem for Sadiq. First time to the free throw line. 1 from 2. Oh, big rebound and a foul. Oh, really bad play there by Servas, by Shart. Should have done a better job in the box out. Watch it here. Didn't box out. And then Raymond Morgan, who's physical, who's strong, got inside, bumped the defender away, and then drew the contact, and another couple of free throws coming up. Right now, Oostende are in real trouble at the point guard spot, and Oostende have now stopped boxing out. They were dominating the boards in the first part of the game, but now they've lost their way a little bit. And the gap has widened to 8. Very quickly, Galatasaray have snuck into an 8-point lead. Olivier Fontaine's come into the game for Breen Tyree. Morgan makes his 5th point of the game. 6'8", 34 years of age now. Michigan State University, long time ago now. 1 for 2. That's 5 from 8 from the free throw line for Galatasaray. Van der Vost to freeze. Determined. Buys now. Shot clock down to 10. Again the pressure. Beautiful play inside, but a big miss by Sharks. Comes down as the play called by Jonas Sansima. Kabaga gets it out now to Ennis. Ennis attacks. Brilliant play. Kabaga trying to keep it alive. Van der Vost to freeze. Calls 4. What are they going to get out of it? Buys, not a point guard. Likes the 3-point shot, but again, they're under so much pressure at the point guard spot. Now Thurman's open. He's got this pace. He's spun into trouble. Makes the shot, doesn't make it. He had the gap, he had the opportunity, but he spun back into trouble, and then it was a tougher shot, which he didn't make. Jonas Sanserma gets inside. Nice play by Morgan. Big rebound by Morgan. Oh, beautiful by Mustafa. Outside the arc, just got the play. Morgan found him. There should be a basket by Boys. And that's what Oostende have got to do. They've got to get ahead of the pressure and get some easy baskets. It's time out for Galatasaray. But a big 3 by Mustafa one side. Watch it here. Nice pass out. He's wide open. He's outside the arc. And with 10 seconds remaining in the shot clock, he drains the 3. End of the first quarter, 29-19. And you're right now, Galatasaray really in control of this game. Two-point attempts, fairly consistent. 3-point shooting, over 50% for both teams. Free throws, very poor, 50 and 62. That's not a good return from the 15-foot line. This is Tyree, and Gola thought he had him. I have you, I have you, Brian says, but Tyree says, no you don't, behind my back, and then dropped it for a beautiful 3. Here you see it again. Angola did everything. I have you, I have you, I have you. Left and right. And then behind the back. Got the space, elevated, and dropped the shot. Really nice guy for Angola. This is a great move. This is a great move. He finished with a soft dunk, but it was a brilliant explosion. Watch it. He's gone. He's off to the races. They can't recover. That could have been a foul also against Bradanovic. Look at the double team. Agba, watch this. Georgievich made a contact, but Bost knew what he was doing. He finished, went to the free throw line. Double team, watch it here. And now watch Bost. He knows the defender's coming. He wants the contact. He took the contact, and he got the basket and the bonus. Look at it, another turnover. They're under enormous pressure. Boss outside the arc, downtown all day long. Van der Verstefries, this is a magnificent score by the youngster. Up underneath, against the Boston left hand. And goal against the side. This time Kabaga drains the three. And they're really effective outside the arc, Galatasaray. They've been very strong. They're 5 from 8, 63% from outside the arc. That's what's been a big factor in the first quarter. Morgan, 15 feet wide open, no defense. And guys at Reimers, Morgan's talent are going to make that all day. Oostende in real trouble right now. Oh, he got his pocket picked. He thought he was through. But Mohamed Mustafa just reached around and got a nice little backdoor. Watch it here. Mustafa's beaten. No, he's not. Now you had it. No, you don't. Oh, beautiful backdoor play. Oh, boom, says Trishaw Thurman, but beautiful out of bounds by Oostende. But they need to get some stops, and they need to do a better job on the boards. Maybe Jesse Wilson will do a better job. It's number 25. He's in now. But he's got a tough match here against Morgan. He's done well. Forced the tough shot. In and out. Nice defense there by Wilson. Van der Verstefries goes all the way coast to coast. Coast to coast by Kai Van der Verstefries. Great basket by the 20-year-old. Picked up the ball in his own defensive side of the floor and went coast to coast. Kabaga now, posting up inside. That could have been a walk easy. Got away with it, and then a baby left hook shot. Oh, Sadiq Kabaga, 6 points in the game. Really nice. Thurman misses. Easy weak side rebound for San Sirma. Fast break. Fast break. Oh, bad miss. Wilson should have got the rebound. Mustafa goes up, gets the easy basket. Careless play by Jesse Wilson, drops the ball, and Mustafa gets the easy basket. That's 5 for him in the game. Van der Verstefries looks to attack. He needs to develop an outside shot. He needs to draw the defense. Beautiful play, but again a miss. That time the miss was from Troy Fontaines. They're missing a lot of easy baskets, the Belgium team. 12 misses so far in the first half. A lot of misses. That's why they're 12 behind. Morgan pops it. Doesn't get the rope to the green. And Oostende need to get some fast breaks. When they slow it down into a half-court game, it's much more difficult for them. Because there's a foul. This time the foul is against Raymar Morgan. He looked to double team. Watch it here. He just reached in. Once he reached in, but this is brilliant play. He goes coast to coast, and he made a tough basket. Brilliant out of bounds play. Great pass by Van der Verstefries, and a brilliant dunk in the end by Thurman. That's a tough pass, boys. Oh, counted Simon, boys! Just nailed the three. 5 points in the game for Simon. It keeps their team within touching distance. Kabaga now. Inside and outside, he can do it. Oh, beautiful sprint. Oh, he got rejected. Wilson, get a rubbish out of here, said Jesse Wilson. There's got to be a basket. Oh, it's a foul as well. It could have been a three-point play. Dylan Ellis commits the foul. Simon Boys thought he had a basket. Watch it here, fast break. This is what they've got to do more. They've got to get out quick. Make the basket. Oh, don't fall for me, said Simon. But he has 2 free throws coming up, and you can now see what Oostende can do. Blenenberg back in. He's always off to the races, and he gives Olivier Troy Fontaines a break. So now with Boys, number 4, with Van der Verstefries, number 6, and with Blenenberg, number 12, as Boys makes the free throw, Belgium International, they'll have guys who want to get on the fast break. And that's a real weapon that they have in their arsenal, but they've got to use it. Great shooter, this guy. Commentators curse, but he's a great shooter. 1 point from the free throw line from his 2 visits. the boss back in the game. Kabaga inside, outside. Dylan Ennis, now the boss. Oh, it's a turnover. The boss had stepped in, Ennis had stepped out. It's a bit like the Irish dance. I stepped in and you stepped out. The problem was they got the lines crossed, and as a result, they got a turnover. That's the third turnover only for them in the game. 8 turnovers for Oostende. Van der First to freeze. Now, wide open Thurman. He can make this. He needs to make it. He can make it all day. Thurman steps outside the 3, and Trayshawn looks to his buddy. Van der First to freeze says, "Find me in this spot." And now they're back to 5. All because of the explosion of pace and a couple of downtowns. That could have been a push there, but they got to wait now. The boys off to the races. They've got to score. He's got to score. They've got to do one. Oh, brilliant by Simon Boys. Gives it to Jesse Wilson. And as soon as you blink, the fast break has been executed, and Oostende are right back in the game. That's their weapon. Dominate their own boards and off to the races on fast breaks. Kabaga inside misses. Now they're looking, they got to run. Blenenberg slows it down, but he wants to run. Thurman had a shot. Van der First to freeze. Boys, it's a big shot, but in and out. Didn't look like he wanted to take it. Van der First to freeze, and that's something he's got to bring into his game, because the more he can hit the outside shot, the more space he gets. This is a mismatch inside. This is a big mismatch, and Kabaga just exploits it. He's too big, 6'9", against Van der First to freeze at 6'3", and he exploits it. When the game is slow, Galatasaray defensively set up well. Thurman now has a chance. He looks for the contact, beautiful inside, and Jesse Wilson with the easiest of dunks. Jesse 6'11", just stretches off the feet a little bit and dunks it, but that's 4 for Jesse. All within 2 feet. That's where they want to find the big man. And again, they're right back to 3. They trailed by 10 at the start of this quarter. There's under 5 to go in it. That's a foul by Simon Boys. The basket's going to count. Simon Boys isn't happy, but Dylan Ennis took the contact. As a couple of more subs coming in for Galatasaray. Goskin cooks it, we'll watch it here now. This is the last play. Wide up for 3, big arc, gets the rub of the basket, and then the boss responds and misses, and then they're off to the races. Off to the races, where am I going to go? To the big man, and an easy finish for Wilson. Nice fast break, moved by Simon Boys. He gets it to Wilson. Jesse's gone to the bench for a break. Dylan Ennis is at the free throw line. 5 points in the game so far. Second visit, made it first earlier on. Missed that again, an offensive rebound. Debossed. Shakes and bakes and misses. They got to do better on the board. They've again given away an offensive rebound. This time it's picked up by Goskin. Cookskull, but they missed this shot. This time debossed. And now you have Breen Tyree. He's too quick. Oh, but he didn't get away with it. No. Big shot by the big man. Bradanovic, he didn't take it. He didn't make it. Didn't take the opportunity. Oh, Ennis. Good defense there by Blenenberg and Bradanovic. Harris Bradanovic, 6'10", 21-year-old. The number 16 for Oostende. Great atmosphere here in the Verstees Dome in Oostende. Referee saying we need to get the floor wiped. And on that command, the guy comes on to clean it up. The officials tonight, very experienced, Bulgarian, Spanish and Ukrainian. And they've kept the game in check so far with no problems. Now Harris goes inside. Oh, he was careless. Will they keep it? Oh, I thought he was over the sideline. Definitely thought he was over the sideline. This will be a killer if they get it. Agba gets it out. Shot clock is gone. It won't count. No basket. Kuxil thought he had it right on the end of the 24 seconds shot clock. Nice basket. Goxellen, but it doesn't count. Dario on the bench said, yes, give it to us. Unfortunately, the buzzer had just gone. George Davis out, struggling early on in the game. What's he going to do? He's under real pressure. Tyree, I'd play him at the point guard spot. Beautiful by Tyree. I'd play him there because he can handle the ball and he can shoot the ball. And he takes all the pressure. That's 7 for Tyree. That's why I would play him in the point guard spot. He gives you that big threat. The boss now. Inside. Nice bait. Oh, tough shot there by Agba. He misses. George Davis now gets it back to Thurman. He looks inside. Oh, Bradonovich has his pocket picked by Harris, and it comes off his leg. Big mistake by the big man. But watch this. Bring Tyree outside the arc. Nothing but net. And you can count it all day. And then inside, Agba gets it. But the shot clock had gone. You can see the buzzer had gone. And they waved that one off. So it's 2 points between the team with just over 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. It's nip and tuck. Galatasaray got a big lead. But Oostende have come back principally because the fast break has given them a real advantage in the second quarter. Kabaga's wide open. He likes this shot. He takes it all day. Oh, Kabaga loves that spot. And if you give him the opportunity, he's got 11 points. He's clinical. Another dime for the boss, but another 3. Sadiq Kabaga, downtown Sadiq. And he has so much space. And you can see how unhappy Dario Yerja is. No timeouts left. Let's hear what he has to say.
Push off under. So we don't have a drive into shot. Okay? Screen show. Go in contact show. Switch up to that, okay? We have something, okay? We don't have over the setup. Organize.
Well, it's very clear to see that he's not happy. 28 points from the bench from Galatasaray. 21 from Oostende is a very good contribution from the bench because people like Van de Vost de Vries has come on and done a good job. Jesse Welch has done a good job, and even Trayshaw Thurman has done well off the bench. But again, he's got to get his team to handle the ball better, and he's got to get his team out in the fast break. Because we've seen when they handle the ball and when they get out in the fast break, they're really effective. When they make it a half-court game, they're less effective. And that's causing them a lot of problems. But again, Galatasaray extend full court pressure. Djordjevic and Blendenberg will come back to try and get it. Get the ball back in the hands of Breen Tyree. He's double teamed now. Now he's under pressure. He's under pressure. They get away with it. Now Thurman shakes a bit. Now where's he going? He's wide open. Blendenberg now. Djordjevic. Thurman has to hit the shot. He's got to hit the shot. He's missed it. It's a big miss. Turnover by Galatasaray. The boss acknowledges, yeah, my mistake. Don't worry about it. We'll get it the next time. Djordjevic. Real tough defense. Beautiful pass. Oh, lovely pass back to Harris. Bradonovich gets it back to service. Bysharts, and Bysharts just pops it in. But really nice guard play by Djordjevic in that occasion. He beat the pressure. And goal had been defended by Tyree. Shot clock down under 7. He's got it. Oh, no, he's got away with it. Oh, beautiful there by Cagliaro. Just got to the spot, found the 3-point line, stepped outside it. And 4 points in the game. This is first. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's got to make it. Tyree's got to make the easiest of shots. The layup after doing everything right. Oh, that's a foul. That is a foul against Servus. Bysharts. There's no doubts in that. The boss clever. No, he wanted a contact. Bysharts gave it to him. But watch this here. They get it down. And Cagliaro found the spot. Djordjevic, Bysharts, and he pops it in for the easy basket to keep his team in a touching distance, but the gap has spread out again now. It's now out to a 6-point gap. It was 10 at the start of the quarter. Pistiloris for Galatasaray. He's very happy as the boss makes it. He looks comfortable, no pressure on him. While Yerja on the other side for Oostende is under real pressure. That's 11 for D. You could probably say it's 12. 4 from 4 from 15 feet. Excellent free throw shooter. Georgievich now. He's under enormous pressure. They're double teaming. They're looking to triple team. And when he picks up the ball, that's when he's under pressure. Now, Breen Tyree goes inside. Floater, tough shot. That's 2 tough shots. 1 easy miss, 1 tough shot. Galatasaray look to exploit. The boss killing it! Oh, killing it from downtown. The boss just has blown this game wide open with a couple of big plays in the last few minutes. A few mistakes by Breen Tyree for Oostende offensively, and D Boss has just stuck a dagger in Oostende with those big baskets. Blendenburg needs to respond, doesn't he? It's a defensive foul, no doubt. A defensive foul. As you see, Servas by Sharks pick up the offensive rebound. Kabaga saying to the referee, well, really, you know, could Kookskill have done any more? Kookskill just really got his arm around him. Pistioli's just keeping the referees in check. As we see Goksen and Kookskill give away the weak side rebound foul. Now, Georgievich hasn't looked to shoot the ball outside. If you don't shoot the ball outside as a guard, then the defense can sit inside, extend the pressure. That's another miss by Blendenburg. He's missed a lot of shots. He's taken a lot of shots, but he's missed a lot of shots in the game. He's 2 from 8. 25% return. They're runners, they're floaters, they're layups. The bust. That was a big shot, but it didn't go in. That would have blown this game completely apart. But there's 12 in it. They've got to find space for this guy to get some space to hit some threes. They need to get back into it. The shot clock is down to 10. Georgievich again didn't look like he wanted to take the shot, and it was a long 3. And now there's a couple of seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Galatasaray enter this quarter as a foul is given away by Breen Tyree. They enter this quarter with a 10-point advantage, and that's a cheap foul. That's just a cheap, lazy foul out at the halfway line. And a timeout for Galatasaray, and there's calmness on this bench. Andreas Pistilolis is in total control, and his team are also in total control.
Hey, we're gonna do this. Get the ball out of bounds. Angelo, give a zipper over here. You're over here.
And there you see 54% from outside the arc. It's a big contribution, 13 taken against 42% for Oostende. 51-39. 8 turnovers. They've stopped turning over the ball. They've handled it better in the second quarter because they're out in the fast break, so they don't give Galatasaray a chance to set up the defense. Galatasaray had actually 3 turnovers in this quarter, much more than Oostende. But from this out of bounds play, he's very clear what he wants. He knows we're in the final seconds of the first half. 15 seconds under remaining. He knows his team are in control. And he knows right now that he's got the firepower, the shooting ammunition, and the strength in depth, offensively and defensively. And he also knows that his traveling fans who are here to support his team are really happy with this performance. While Dario Oostende has a lot of work to do to figure out how to get back in this game. That's the first part of the out of bounds, but Brian Angola stepped over the halfway line. Yeah, he actually did. He forgot where he was. He lost context of where the play was, and he stepped over the halfway line and he gave another turnover. The fourth turnover in this quarter for Galatasaray. So unexpectedly, with 14.4 seconds to go, Oostende get possession. So now can they close the gap? Can they close the deficit? Mustafa back in the game for Kuxel. They've got to handle the ball. They've got to get it away from the traps. They're under pressure. Again, they turned over the ball again. You know, very careless. When they're in a half-court set, when the double team comes on, they can't exploit it. They can't get away from it. Mustafa loves this shot, doesn't get the break. Tyree gets the rebound, and at the end of the first half, which has seen Galatasaray show all their strengths, Oostende show all their frailties. Galatasaray have been clinical. They've shot 46%, 48% to give themselves a 12-point advantage, while Oostende have shot 46% almost. But Oostende have been better when they're in an open court game. There you can see 48% each two-pointers. Okay, 50% against 42, and the free throws 8 from 12, but only 4 free throws received by Oostende, because in the half-court set they're not capitalizing and getting the ball inside to the big men as effectively as Galatasaray are. Okay, it's fairly even on rebounds, even though early on in the game Oostende dominated the boards. D-Boss 15 points, Karabaga 11 points, Tyree with 7, Buys with 6, and Thurman with 5. That's low scoring. The Boss dominating the game. Let's have a look at some of the performance of the top scorer. Again, the turnover. Watch D-Boss. Djordjevic is there. He waits for the contact. He takes the contact. And then what does he do? Great scorers make the basket and get a bonus. This time he stays outside the arc, sets his feet, pops and drops it. Counted for 3, says D. D for 3. All day long. Again he finds a similar spot. Counted again. When he gets the space, when he gets the hops, normally we see it drop. D-Bust. Pop it up, drop it in. One of 3 players that have scored over 500 points and 200 assists. Oh, beautiful again. That's just clinical. Watch it. He knows he has it. He knows he has Djordjevic in his pocket. Where are you, Djordjevic? Where are you? He's hopping, he's hopping. And the ball is dropping. For Oostende, obviously Tyree, beautiful opening score of the game. And I believe they need to have him at the three-point line and handling the ball. He shaked a bit, he baked a bit, and then he stuck it in for 3. But he's got 7 points. Second 3 of the game, similar play, shake a bit, bake a bit, and then drop it. But he had an easy layup he missed. He forced a shot in the paint that he missed. But if they can get him out here handling the ball more, that will give them a real opportunity. He will also take the pressure off, but he's also committed some turnovers in the game. 4 turnovers for Breen Tyree in a total of 10 for Oostende. And that's a lot of turnovers. If you think about it, well, some of you are going to go off and grab a cup of coffee. The story of the game, defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds went the way Oostende in the first quarter. But with all the defensive control they had, they never got a fast break. They got a lot of fast breaks in the second quarter that reduced their turnovers significantly, and they got back in the game. When they stopped running the ball and went back to a half-court set, Galatasaray got a chance to set up their defense. They extended the pressure. They double-team and triple-team, and at no stage, effectively, did any of the Oostende players step through the double team. They try to pass over it or pass around it, and the problem with either of those passes is when the third defender is coming, he can pick off the pass, and that's what has happened repeatedly for Oostende in the first half. They have a lot of work to do in the locker room. They've got to figure out a way to keep running the ball, but they've got to do a better job on their defensive boards than they did in the latter part of the first half. They're still in it. By no means are they out of this game, but now, at half-time, they're 12 points behind. So 2 points better off Galatasaray are as a result of the second quarter. 29 points for Galatasaray in the first quarter. They were turning over the ball for fun and exploiting and punishing those turnovers. 22 points in the second quarter because Oostende were out in the break. Oostende had 19 in the first quarter and 20 in the second quarter. But in reality, they look to be much better when they're running the basketball, when they're out in the fast break. And then what they can do is they can pick then the runners, pick the slicers, and exploit the fact that Galatasaray are not good in transition defensively. But they need more of that, as we have over 10 minutes remaining in the halftime break. Some of the individual stats: Terry has 7 points for Oostende, 1 rebound. Bies has 6 points, 2 rebounds. Thurman 5 points, 3 rebounds. Blenenburg 4 points, 2 rebounds. Missed a lot of shots. Bijschaerts 4 points, 1 rebound. Van der Vos de Vries 4 points and 3 rebounds. A 6'3" 3-point guard has 3 rebounds. Played well. Jesse Wilson, 6'11" centre, 21 years of age, very young, 4 points and 1 rebound. Couple of rebounds came his way and he didn't keep control of them. Pierre Antoine Gillet, 3 points and 3 rebounds, hit a nice downtown 3 at one stage. Bradanovic, 2 points and 5 rebounds, has worked hard on the board in his 7 minutes and 41 seconds. And Djordjevic, no points. Doesn't look like he wants to shoot the ball on the outside, and that's a real problem. If the point guard isn't bringing out the pressure, then it's harder in the half-court set to get the inside players the space that they need. For Galatasaray, D. Boss, 15 points, 1 rebound. Kabaga, 11 points, 3 rebounds. Morgan, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Ennis, 5 points. Mustafa, 5 points and 3 rebounds. Brian Angola, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Cagliaro, 4 points and 2 rebounds. Agba worked hard in his 10 minutes in the first half. Didn't score, but worked really hard, as indeed did Goxen and Coxgill. No points for him. Had a 3 on the buzzer, but the referees deemed that the 24-second shot had elapsed. And Yunus Sansirma has done a really effective job. He's played 6 minutes only, but has done a really effective job at the point guard spot. %46% conversion of field goals for Oostende and 49% almost for Galatasaray. 50% from the three-point line for Galatasaray against 42%. 50% from the, and that's mainly down to D. Bost, who has been phenomenal, who really has been exceptional. Inside, outside, handles the ball so brilliantly. And when you look at his stats just on his own, he's 4 from 8 in total. 1 from 1 from 2-point range, 3 from 7 from 3-point range, and 4 seamless visits to the free throw line. 1 rebound defensively, couple of assists, couple of turnovers. He's been the best player on the floor so far in this first half of this Group C game. Last night, Legia Warsaw hosted Hapoel Holland from Israel, and the Israeli team snuck away victory. So who's going to join them at the top of the table? And again, as I said at the start of the game, as the players from Oostende return to commence their warm-up for the start of the second half, Galatasaray have a really good outside tip for this title. 16 league titles to their name, but they haven't won one in 10 years. They won the Euro Cup in 2016, and it looked like that the campaign last year was going to bring some trophies. And now there's a feeling that they're coming soon. They were actually third in Turkey last year. They went to Game 5 in the semi-finals, and Anadolu Efes were the team that knocked them out. They also lost in the semi-final of the Turkish Cup. But they had a really good off-season. Very impressive in the off-season, Galatasaray. And expect them to be a contender. Last year they reached the round of 16. That was their second season in the Champions League. First season they ended up in the regular season. Their season finished early enough. But with players like D-Bost, Angola, Caluiario, Ennis, Floyd, Kebaga, Morgan, all in the same team, that's where you watched them. Oostende, they're out early. There you see the top scorers, Tyree, Buys and Thurman, with 7 points, 6 and 5 as low returns. Simon Buys played nicely. The best Belgium team over the last 11 years, won 11 titles in a row. It's a serious achievement. 23 titles now in all in Belgium, along with 20 Belgium Cups and 12 Super Cups. Their coach, a 47-year-old Croatian who's now a Belgian citizen, also coached the Belgian national team. They're physical, they're tough defensively, and under control offense. And that's what they're known for. The problem when you're up against a team like Galatasaray, who plays such extended, aggressive defense, the controlled offense can break down. And it's breaking down so far tonight on many occasions. They made it to round 16 of the Champions League in 2020. And they were very close last year to reaching the quarterfinals after a big 18-point victory against Unique Asia. A lot of people believe they're a joy to watch because he's forcing youngsters to step up. People like Vrens Blenenberg, people like Kay van der Verst de Vries, 20 years of age. He wants these youngsters to really step up. Jesse Wilson, and then he mixes them with the veterans like, Pierre-Antoine Gillet, Dusan Djordjevic, and Olivier Trosfontaines. Djordjevic has struggled. Bradanovic has done okay, but didn't convert all the chances they get. But really, it's been very interesting to watch this game. From a coaching point of view, as you see the top scorers for Galatasaray, their third top scorer has the same amount of points as Oostende's top scorer. And that really highlights the difference. Bost and Kebaga have just really dominated this game. Angola has played in patches, but has controlled the game really. Three assists for Angola, 1 steal. But the steals are all being created by this double and triple team that really, so far, Oostende have not found a way to consistently get through this intensive, aggressive, full court defensive pressure of a very athletic and dynamic Galatasaray team. But the way to do it is don't give them a chance to set up. Get the ball, clean your boards, or if they make a basket, get the ball in quickly and up the floor. There's the stats, we called them out earlier. 43% from three-point range, 50% in total, 100% from the free throw line, and drop in a couple of dimes as well. And that's why D-Bost is the leading player on the floor this evening. Final messages. Calmness on the Galatasaray bench. Focus. The eyes have it. Always look at the eyes. That's where the focus is. Bradanovic looks like he's going to start. 6'10", 21 years of age, still a youngster. Born in Ghent. He's got to use his 6'10" frame much more effectively. He's got to be more dominant. And he's got to do one thing for his team. He's got to clean the boards. That's what he's got to do. He's got to clean the boards. Picked up 5 rebounds in the first half, but he's got 1 offensive and 4 defensive. But he's got to clean the boards. The key for the second half, for Oostende, handle the ball better and get some easy buckets. For Galatasaray, more of the same. Now again, he's very close to the halfway line there. He could have got called against. Technical foul, looks to be the call here. Let's see, I thought he stepped over the half line there. That's a push off. And Kookskill tried to make a big meal of it, and the referees are really sharp on that this year. So it's 1 free throw coming up for the technical foul. And right now, the away fans are the people making most of the noise. Didn't take the opportunity to make the basket. So they've got to get something now from this play. Van der First to freeze. We know Simon Boys can hit the shot. Blendenberg now, he wants to attack the board. Shot clock down to 6. Bradanovic now, he's got to go up, he's got to do better than that. He was double teamed, even inside the block. Watch it. The boss on him, Harris comes over, and then Cagliaro comes over, and they double and triple team him. As the coach looks on, Jürgen says, we've got to be better. But Bradanovic has got to get up quicker. That's a foul. Tyree claims an offensive foul against Galatasaray. Let's see it here. Yeah, the boss just a bit too aggressive and trying to get through the screen. Andreas says, that's okay. I'm happy enough with that. 8 seconds to get it over the halfway line. The pressure is enormous. Coxen and Kookskill extending it. Now he's got it again. This time it's a foul. The foul is against Morgan. Bradanovic. But when Bradanovic is 6'10", if he keeps the ball low down there, the problem is he gives people a chance to pick his pocket. That time the foul was called against Morgan. And again, Andreas Pistilolis wants to understand what's going on. As the youngster steps up. Nice touch. Nice touch. 3 points in the game. First visit to the free throw line. Stretch, extend, follow through, count it. Beautiful. Beautiful form at the free throw line. Now they've got to do some defending. Harris, athletic. They've got a lot of answers. Defensive foul, Bradanovic side, holding Morgan. Raymar Morgan got position, and Bradanovic just really got caught on the wrong side, and all he decided to do in the end was foul. Are they happy? You bet your bottom dollar they're happy. Now this is a mismatch. He's going to exploit. See, recognize the mismatch. All around the garden, looking for the shooter. Misses the shot, but a weak side rebound by Dylan Ennis, and another foul by Bradanovic, and he can complain, but it is a foul. He got again caught out without position. The shot was long. Now watch it. Here comes off the rim, and really he should be cleaning the boards, but he's not up quickly enough, and that's a reach in, and that's a foul all day long against Harris Bradanovic. Couple of quick fouls now, back to back for the youngster. The question is, was this a shooting foul? That's the big question. Was this a shooting foul, or was it just an offensive rebound? They're happy that it was just an offensive rebound, so it's possession underneath the basket. Bradanovic goes off. Vice Sharks come back in. Cagliaro gets it back to DeBost. Bost. Ennis. No. Where's he going? Bost on the buzzer. It's a tough shot, but again they pick up the weak side rebound. Ennis with the 3. Nice pick up there. Loose rebound by Van der Vries. Now they've got to be quicker. I know they're a controlled team, but right now that's giving them a lot of problems. Again, they were lucky to get away. It was a tight pass. He tried to thread the needle. Van der Vries. Look at he's trying to thread the needle. And Morgan just kicks it. So possession remains with Oostende. 4 fouls for Morgan. And Gola comes back in the game. Blenenberg. He's always looking to attack the basket. Again, they're forcing the pass. They don't. People like Blenenberg, Van der Vries, Georgievich, they don't look to be confident outside in the shooting. That means they're always going to be looking to get inside. So can they get anything from this? Gile, no. He can drop this shot, but that time it's short. Good hustle. Possession will be to Galatasaray. Pierre-Antoine Gile did really good work, but possession to Galatasaray. Breen Tyree dropped it short. Where are the answers for Oostende? Because right now Galatasaray, even though they haven't scored yet in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, but they're in control of the game. Morgan now inside. Weishaupt defending him. He wants the contact. That's what he wanted. You gave it to him. He didn't make the shot. Nice work in the end. Blenenberg, that's a foul by Angola. Clever now. He should get a 3-point shot here. Will they give a 3-point shot? Because he carried on. I think he was shooting. Let's see now. Blenenberg, he knows the foul. Was the foul before the shot or was there continuation? Dario's checking, is it possession or is it 3 free throws? And I think you can see by the smile in his face, it's going to be possession. Horozov Martin explaining. Dario appeals. But I think the foul had happened before Friends Blenenberg actually got the shot off. Can they get the ball in? But they're lucky to get the ball in within 5 seconds. They're really struggling against the pressure in the front court. Really struggling against the front court pressure of Galatasaray. Van der Vries again. Where's he going to go? Oh, another turnover, and he was lucky not to violate the inbounds. Inside, easy pass. Should be an easy basket, but it's another foul, this time against Servas by Shirts. And again, Galatasaray up the floor, get it inside to Raymond Morgan. Look at it inside. That's a foul. Servas, all day long, that's a foul. You're late getting there, you're initiating the contact, and Raymond Morgan, a veteran at 34 years of age, knows how to exploit that. Misses the free throw. His third visit to the free throw line, he's only made 1. His 4th visit, and he's only made 1, so not very effective from the free throw line. Breen Terry, you know, he shakes a bit. They need a basket, and they need somebody quick now. He's in trouble. Again, he's running out of ideas. Blenenberg will attack, he slice, he dice. Again, a tough 4th shot. And really, Oostende's offensive set is completely falling apart right now. They're all looking to slice and dice. Now he's wide open, Angola. Oh, wide open from downtown. Brian Angola just stepped outside and nailed the 3. And that's the ammunition that Galatasaray have. And we haven't seen that consistently from Oostende. Again, they're slicing and dicing. Nice basket by Van der Vries. Attacks the basket. That's the 3rd time he's done that. Really good basket, 6 points in the game. Morgan, oh, that could be offensive. I think that's offensive. Blendenburg got great position defensively, set his feet and took the charge. Watch it. My feet are set all day long. That's an offensive foul. Charge. Van der First frees up, layup, and a soft touch off the glass in the end. Beautiful by the 20-year-old Dutch international. Youngest ever player to play international for Holland at 16 years of age. And he's still only 20. Long way to go in his career. Needs to develop an outside shot. Blendenburg will look to slice. Oh. Got away with it. Shot clock to 6. Again, Van der First to freeze, forces the shot. 11 between them. Ennis gets it out. Tough shot taken there by Cagliara. Gile, beautiful by the big man, by the 6'10" veteran. Oh, beautiful. His second three of the game. He stepped outside the arc and he just dropped it in. His second shot in the game and he's 6 points. Not bad return. That's another foul against Servas by Sharks. And I have no idea what you're doing out there, Servas, committing those fouls. There is no need for you. It's your third foul. Play defense with your feet. The announcer wants you to play defense. But watch this. Gile, boom, drop it. Nothing but net. Ennis goes inside. All around the garden here now. The boss, long range three. Oh, beautiful D. Oh, D. What a brilliant three. Can they respond? Now he's wide open. He's got to hit this. Doesn't look like he wants to take it. It's not confident outside the arc. And there's a lot of misses. Blendenburg, rangy, picks up a lot of loose rebounds. 6'10", handles the ball well. That's a foul by Dylan Ennis. But look, he's rangy. He wants to attack the basket. He spins. He draws the foul in that situation. Constant rotation as Jesse Wason comes back into the game, but constant rotation by Galatasaray. Van der First to freeze. Has been in and out. Blendenburg, 4 points in the game, his first visit to the free throw line. And he makes it. 10 points between them. Keeps his team in it. He's 2 from 9 from field goals. But he's 2 from 2 from the free throw line. So 9 points. They've got to do something to stop this guy. This guy bossed 18 points and looks like he can score for fun. This guy can also score for fun. Oh, they're going to count it as goaltending. Oh, they're going to give it as goaltending. Sadiq Kabaga went in. Let's see it now. He goes up, puts it up. Is it going in? It's off the glass. Inside the rim. It's inside the cylinder. Let's see. Is it inside? Oh, from that angle now, it didn't look like it. But on it, doesn't matter. Referees have given it. So it's back to an 11-point game. Van der First to freeze now. Gets it to Blendenburg. He wants to attack all. He's slicing and dicing. Oh, beautiful by Blendenburg. He wants to slice. He wants to dice. He wants to cut. It was like cutting through butter. So easy. But this time he finished effectively. Mismatch here now. The big man against the point guard. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. D-Boss knew he had Jesse Wilson in his back pocket. They took him out, but the big man gets a nosebleed so far from the basket and drained the downtown three. 12 between them. Tough three coming up. Oh, beautiful! 3 from here on chance, outside the arc. Nonchalant looks to the crowd And he's keeping his team in it. He's taking 3 shots, not just 3 3-point shots, 3 shots in the game. And going all around the garden. Bost is wide open. Another mismatch. He's toying with him. Jesse, you're under pressure here. Jesse, you're under pressure. He's toying with you. And he's drawing the foul. And if you try and reach in, he'll draw the foul. And if you step back, but watch it here. Pierre Anton, Gile, beautiful. But D, I have you, I have you, I have you. He's 30 feet in the basket. And he nails it from 3. Georgievich back in the game. Boys back in the game. You can see the frustration of Van der Vest de Vries as he goes to the bench. And D, 5 times he's come to the free throw line. And right now he hasn't missed one. And it's hard to see him miss one. Just clinical. Substitution for Galatasaray. They'll take time out as well. And right now they've opened a big gap. 11 points. And Oostende still looking for answers. They nip at the game, they get back in the game. And then Galatasaray just push ahead again. And really, most of this is because, as you can see, Oostende are leading this quarter. Most of it is because they haven't found an answer defensively to D-Bost. Galatasaray scoring has definitely quietened down since the start. And opening quarter.
Seal on your man. Let him drive. Hey, you don't have a drive.
Van der Vest de Vries needs to develop that 3-point shot. Brian Tyree has hit a couple of them, but has turned over the ball a lot. Tyree has 7 points in the game. As a team, they're shooting 47%, which is practically the same as Galatasaray, but outside the arc. Galatasaray are shooting 62%, almost 63%. And that's of 16 shots, so those 10 3-pointers are a real big factor. And of those 10 3-pointers, 5 of them have been converted by D-Bost. Georgievich. For the home team. Now you're wide open, take the shot, pop the shot. You've got to make it, you're wide open, get a nice rebound, finish. Nice follow-up by Brian Tyree, but he had a wide open look, but he didn't make it, but at least he stayed with it. He followed his shot. Great thing for youngsters, follow your shot. That time Tyree did it, and he's got 9 points now in the game. And Gola draws the foul. Again, the guards are bringing out the big defenders from Oostende. That time Gile was drawn out off the screen, too slow, and just commits a soft foul. And because of the foul position, it sends Angola to the free throw line. Gets a nice soft rub of the green. 9 in the game for Brian Angola. Colombian international with the Florida State. As we get some running repairs on the Galatasaray defensive side of the floor. But the Turkish team in control of this game, as they have been from the start. Missed the third visit to the free throw line and the second on that occasion. Georgievich yet to score in the game. He's taking 2 shots only. No, that's a floater, it's a tough one. Again, it's a tough shot off to the races. Caloiaro, beautiful by Caloiaro, just took the contact, but again did a clinical thing and made a basket. Great play on the fast break. Nearly another turnover. Simon Boys under real pressure. Simon has 6 for his team. Caloiaro goes to the bench after making a really nice basket the last time down. The coach Dario wants to have a chat with Tyree because he's dropped a couple of shots short. And he's taken a few tough in the paint, in contact shots, and he hasn't converted them. Mohamed Mustafa back in the game. 6'6", rangy, shooting forward. So again, long arms, extending the pressure. Can they get it in? No, he's got a head. He's got a. Oh, you could have had a reverse hook shot. Boys had position. Now what will he do here? Wailson goes up. Nice base. Got to finish, Jesse. Jesse, the easiest thing. He made a great move, but you got to finish the basket. And they're careless misses, and they just eat at you. As we enter the final 2 minutes of the third quarter, and Gola stays right. Now wide open. Mustafa loves that corner. He just drains another three. And Mohamed Mustafa just nailed it. 8 points in the game. He's wide open. He's got so much time. He could have a coffee. He could have a scone. He could have a croissant. He had so much time to set his feet, but he didn't have any of those. He didn't have a scone. He didn't have a croissant. He didn't have a coffee. He just had a tray for his team, and he's extended now to a 15-point gap, and that's the biggest lead of the game. 48% outside the arc. That's a lot of conversion. 49% inside the arc against 45 and 39% respectively for Oostende. Galatasaray getting more shots and Galatasaray converting more shots, and that really is the tale of the tape so far. We saw the turnovers, particularly in the first quarter, but that set the trend for the game. And even though they've got the terms better with reducing the turnovers, they haven't got the terms with the offensive threat that Galatasaray are bringing. As Trayshawn Turman comes back into the game, hit a couple of nice shots early on in the first half. 5-point game total. But look at the pressure, full court. Djordjevic. Mustafa defending him. Bratanovic in the game now. Even a handoff isn't easy. And again, another turnover. Too many people pick up their dribble inside traffic and are getting their pocket picked time and time and time again. Fast break is their option, but in a controlled set, they're not looking for that. Beautiful play by Galatasaray. Kabaga had a wide open three. This time he didn't take it. Djordjevic looking for the foul. No, he's got to hit the shot. He's got to hit it. Beautiful shot by Dusan Djordjevic, his first basket. But he has shown me in that shot, inside the arc, he's effective. Outside the arc, he has been ineffective so far. And Gola now. Bratanovic defending him. Mustafa inside against Boys. This is a mismatch, but he's done well. Now turnover, Turman. Oh, Turman turned over the ball. Kabaga thought he committed the foul. He got away with one. But Turman just turned over the ball, and again, another mistake by Oostende. Now let's sit here. Great defense here by Boys. Turman now. That's a reach. That was a foul by Kabaga. There's no doubt Turman should have actually had possession. And Dario just frustrated, and I can understand why. Those mistakes just really hurt you, especially against the team of the talent of Galatasaray. And Gola has a mismatch. He loves going right. He draws the contact and makes the basket. Oh, baby, just counted. Bratanovic isn't happy, but what? He goes right. He pulled his jersey, he bumped and made contact. That's a foul. It could have been 3 fouls from what I see. He pulled his jersey first when he got shaked and baked. Then he bumped him, and then as Angola went up to take the shot, the contact was made, and not alone did he commit a personal foul, he then with his antics gave away a technical foul. And that really is a lack of discipline. And Bratanovic kicks the water bottle. He's not a happy camper, but he fouled. There's no doubt he fouled. The Bulgarian referee smiles. Five fouls for Balanovic, one for the Keras technical, and he picked 3 quick fouls up in the second half, and they were all fouls. They were completely fouls. You can question them all you want, but from my vantage point, in my experience, those 3 fouls by Balanovic in the second half were 3 fouls. He got caught in the last one in a mismatch, as we see Yunus Sansima go to the free throw line to take the technical foul. That's his first point in the game. But Brian Angola just took him in and then went to his right. He shook him in, baked him in, then went to the right. Bradanovic pulled his jersey, he got away with that. And then Angola went up brilliantly, held his body in the air, took the contact. Bradanovic made more contact, and now he's got a 3-point play, and he's blown his team into a 17-point advantage. And Oostende now in the final seconds of the third quarter need to get their heads back in this game. And again, they're under real pressure. Thurman, Bisharks, bumping. Rejected, but it's a foul by Kabaga. Bisharks did everything right, but Kabaga thought he'd done everything right as well. What? He's bumping, reaching, and he just leaned in. The arms came in at the end. Oh, says Kabaga, the referee, but his hands weren't straight. They were leaning in, and Service Bisharks will get a chance to go to the free throw line and get his 5th point of the game from his first visit to the free throw line. Tough night for Dario Yerga. Tough night so far for Oostende, and a great night for Galatasaray. At short, Angola picks up the loose rebound, so the final shot should go the way of Galatasaray. Angola shakes it, bakes it, doesn't drop it. Nice rebound by Thurman, clutches it out of the air. Shot won't count if it goes in. Nice rebound by Thurman at the very end of the third quarter, but it's the third quarter which has seen Galatasaray extend their halftime lead. They led by 12 at halftime. They now lead by 16. It's 74 points for Galatasaray, and it's 58 for Oostende. And there you see some of the reason why. More shots for Galatasaray, better execution for Galatasaray, and better defensive pressure for Galatasaray has created this. Let's see some of the best plays of this quarter. D-Boss, brilliant, just brilliant. Gets it back out, Angola, downtown, all day long, baby, all day long. This is brilliant. He recognized it, and then Angola is wide open. Tyree is late, Angola is early. Blenenberg gets it back. Oh, this is smashing by the youngster Van de Verste Vries. He goes into the block, takes the contact, doesn't get a foul, but makes the basket. A little scoop layup at the end of it, but he's looking for that. Now here's Pierre-Antoine Gillet, beautiful shooter. That's 3. He took 3 in the game, and he made 3. The Boss, beautiful response. He just drops the step and pops. Blenenberger's up. Oh, lovely left hand hook shot off the glass. He sliced, he diced, he cut, and he finished, which is the most important thing that he hasn't done. But this is brilliant. Jesse Wilson, mismatch, 30 feet out. DDD, counted for 3. Brilliant by the Boss. I have you in my pocket. I know you're too slow. I know I can do it all day long. And the height of the arc. And we're now in the final quarter. Oostende in yellow, defending Galatasaray, who have the ball. That's a walkies, too many steps. Sadi Kabaga gets it to Mahar Agba, just too many steps. Full court pressure continue to be extended by Galatasaray. Georgievich gets it up. He's under pressure. Oh, he's lost it. Another turnover. Mustafa. Boom! Shakalaka, says Muhayya Mustafa. And again, he picked the pocket of Dusan Djordjevic. And they've been cleaned out at the point guard spot on many occasions tonight. Simon Boys. No, he can shoot that shot. He can hit that shot. This time he doesn't get it. Boyshots walks hard for the rebound. Good work by the big man inside, the 6'8" center, but just doesn't get the fall. Dario Yerga is under pressure. He's complained to the referee and now he's given away a technical foul. The officials have had enough of it. So one free throw. The man who looks like he's going to take all these free throws. Jonas Sansema says, I can make this all night. I can just make this all night. When you're struggling and when you're being blown out as they are right now, Oostende need to keep their discipline. Giving technical fouls away is of no value. That's just a point given away there by the coach and a point earlier on by Balanovic. So it's hard enough to get points. When you're 19 down, don't give them away. That's a foul by Djordjevic. He extended the pressure, but you can see the frustration is building. That's a foul. That's a reach. That's a foul. They're fouls. There's no questions. They are fouls. And it's a very frustrating night for Dario Yerga. You can see it. His team have turned over the ball so much. 15 turnovers. That's a lot of missed opportunities. That's a foul. This time the foul is by Olivier Troy-Fontaines. No, that's a foul. He doesn't move his feet. He drops his left shoulder. He makes contact with Brian Gola. And no matter what you say, they are fouls. And they're going to be blown every time. Sansema. Angola now. Defended by Troy-Fontaines. He's too quick for him. And he knows that. Tough shot at the end. Tough shot at the end. Running out of shot clock and just forced up the shot. Angola. My mistake, my bad. He had a mismatch. Got double teamed and didn't recognize it and didn't find the loose man. Technical foul. Dylan Ennis says, they bumped me, referee. Actually, it was Mohamed Mustafa. He bumped me. No, he did make contact, but I think he made a bit of an act of it. And as a result, the referee said, well, we're going to blow a technical foul. Mohamed and Djordjevic is going to the free throw line. For the first time in the game, can he get his third point? A veteran of the European leagues, he gets his third point, and possession will remain with them. But again, you can see the pressure has been extended. Everybody, man-to-man defense, full court press. As we see, Goxen and Cooks will come back in the game for Angola, and DeBost back in the game for Mustafa. They double team, they switch. Djordjevic now, where's he going? He picks it up, he's under pressure. Thurman shakes a bit. Simon Boys, good shooter, attacks the basket. Again picks up his dribble. Shot clock down to 6. Again a tough shot coming up. Bad shot. Possession should stay with Oostende. 1.3 seconds left in the shot clock because the ball didn't hit the rim, so they get 1.3 seconds to get a final shot. In this play phase, can they get some easy basket on the side? Can they get a shot? Can they get the ball in? Right now they got it in. Shot goes up at the end by Troy-Fontaines, but to no avail. 22 points, or 18 points is the difference right now. The Boston. Sansema, he misses. Nice rebound by Boyshots. Djordjevic. Troy-Fontaines. Picks up his dribble inside, gets away with it under real pressure. Wide shots inside, spins. Nice play. Draws the foul, 2 free shots. That's a foul against Jonas Sanserma. Nice play by the big guy. Gets inside, takes the contact, has a mismatch. And Deep Boss comes across as well. And you can see he's happy with that. And why not? Dylan Ennis back in the game. That time, too long, too hard. So Servas misses a second time from the free throw line. And a third time from the free throw line. So didn't capitalize on the opportunity, didn't make the basket, didn't make any of the free throws. When you're 18 points down, you need all of those things. Morgan fakes. Draws the foul, that's contact, there's no doubts in that. Weishart is complaining. Raymond Morgan got him off his feet. Watch now, got him off his feet. Then he's out of control. He comes down, he tries to recover, and he's not able to recover. And that's his 4th foul. And the fouls are racking up. Morgan at the free throw line. 1 from 5 for Raymond. Made the second. And Andreas Pistinolis just looks on. Van der Verst to freeze. Now, back in the game. In and out for Troy Fontaines. So quick shots, not dropping. Late shots, not dropping. DeBoss gets it to Morgan. All around the garden. Gets it to Kabaga. In and out. Weak side rebound picked up by Morgan. And another foul by Servas. By shots, that's his 5th. And it's been a tough baptism here tonight for the 23-year-old 6'8" centre. As Pierre-Antoine Gile comes back in. Bradanovic fouled out. Weishart fouled out. It's just been a tough night for the big men from Ostend. Morgan's done well. DeBost has done brilliant. 23 in the game. Ennis goes inside. Drops up over Troy Fontaine. Nice rebound by Thurman, but too slow. Off to the races. Nice pass. In the end, too far ahead of him. Now DeBost, he's just toying with them. Look, playing it around. Ennis inside, up underneath, rejected by Thurman. Get it out, I hear you said. DeBost has it now. Now this is a mismatch. Kabaga has a mismatch. He goes inside. Beautiful by Sadiq Kabaga. Rubbed it down. Boom, says Sadiq. Van der Verst to freeze. Got dunked on with ease by Kabaga. Oh, but Troy Fontaines was any pocket picked. Buys goes in. Draws the foul against DeBost. 2 free throws coming up. Watch it here. DeBost reaches in, tries to pick the pocket, but watch this. Up. Boom, boom! And slams it down. Get out of the way, Van der Verst to freeze, said Kabaga. And he did. Troy Fontaine goes to the bench. Simon Bees, 6 points in the game. Another free throw missed for Simon. And another free throw. That's a foul. That's a push. There's no doubts. Pierre-Antoine, you pushed. Dario looks on, but he did push him. Good position got. Defensively, good box out. And it's just a really frustrating night for Ostend, for the coaching staff, for the players on the floor. It really is very difficult. Simon Byes goes to the bench after missing those 2 free throws. For such a good shooter, he's 1 from 4 from the free throw line. And now Galatasaray in the bonus. So Ray Morgan goes to probably his least favourite place in the floor, the free throw line. He's 33% accuracy so far from the free throw line. His team lead by 22 because he's made his third shot from 15 feet. And with 6 minutes to go, the only people singing it in the Dome in Ostend are the Turkish fans from Galatasaray. They're really happy with what their team has shown. And there's more in this team. There's more in the boss. There's no doubt. He has held himself in reserve a lot of times, even though he's 23 points in his 22 minutes that he's played. But he's been comfortable. And he hasn't taken good looks that have come his way because he's found some other people. Morgan misses the second, so he has not had any consecutive free throws made so far in the game. But he now has 10 points. Back in the game is Breen Tyree. I would have played him a point guard. He can handle the ball and take the pressure off. Now all around the garden, Thurman hits the wide open three. Beautiful by Trayshaw Thurman. He can hit that shot. That is second three of the game. But he hasn't got to the spot enough and they haven't found him enough. And maybe in the 17 minutes of the game he hasn't played enough. Miss, oh, beautiful by Morgan. Just lost control. Oh, Thurman says he spun a hit off of him. But I think the referee was probably in a better position. Let's see now. He spins, he has the contact. I think Dario, you could be right. I think Dario, you could be absolutely right. I think the last contact did come off Raymond Morgan. And they're going to review it, and I think this is a good call. I do believe when you see it, Raymond Morgan spun. There's no doubt he spun. Trayshaw Thurman was beaten, but Morgan lost control, and in the very end, I believe the ball came off Raymond Morgan and should be an Ostend possession. Let's watch it here now again. Now I think the last ball touch came off the Galatasaray player. But the big question is, Horozov Martin, where does he think it came off? Let's see now. This. Oh no, from that angle. Did it come off the elbow of Trayshaw Thurman? Let's watch it here now. Now slow it down now, guys. So Morgan looks for the contact because he wants to spin. Thurman gives him the contact. He's feeling him. I'm feeling you. Now he has the contact and he spins. He loses control here. Now referee, move out of the way, please. Now the ball comes back up. Referee, move out of the way. And it comes off the hands of Thurman. And the only question is, did Morgan get a touch with his left hand? But right now, the last touch in this is off the hand of Thurman. The only question is, did it hit the left hand of Morgan? And from that angle, I don't believe it did, because it would have deflected. So they're now confused. No, guys, you got to make a call. It's not the most telling call of the game you're going to have to make. There's 19 points in it, but it's an important call. And possession correctly goes with Galatasaray. I did see earlier it was Ostend should have got the ball, but when I saw the last replay from underneath the basket, it definitely came off the hand of Trayshaw Thurman last. So 10 seconds left in the play phase. Kabaga doesn't get the shot off, so no, push it. Push it is this message from the sideline. That's a foul. That's definitely a foul by Sadiq Kabaga. No doubts in that. He had the open shot, he didn't take it. Shot clock ran down, he didn't recognize that as the lights come on from the Galatasaray fans into the game for the first time. Sinan Salam. So he's going to get the last 5 minutes of the game. Another missed shot by Tyree. That's his 7th missed shot. Thurman stays with it. For Thurman, that's his 4th missed shot, so a lot of missed shots, particularly in the second half from Oostende. Ennis inside, nice pass. Beautiful play inside. Really great play by Morgan. He waited for the defender to leave his feet. Thurman was waiting. Then he left his feet. And then Morgan went up as Thurman came down and popped into 2. Oh, beautiful by Pierre-Antoine Gillet. 4 from outside the arc. 4 downtown threes. 18 between the teams. 4 shots in the game, all outside the arc. And 4 made for the veteran. Tyree gets his hand on the ball, so will stay with Ennis with 8 seconds left in the shot clock. Watch it here. Good hands in the end by Thurman, but watch this. Gillet, beautiful. Dropped it and popped it and made it. Karagula into the game as well for his first action. Sadat Karagula. Shot clock is gone again. Oh, they're giving it. Oh, big call by the referees. Dylan Ennis, just as the shot clock was going, dropped the 3. And now it's 21 again. Van der Forst freeze. Another layup. Nice rebound by the big guy. Blenenberg, he wants to attack the basket, so they're going to take the space. He wants to go in. Picks up his dribble. 5 for 5 from Gillet. Oh, magnificent. Downtown Pierre is your new nickname. Outside the arc, Pierre-Antoine, just phenomenal. 15 points in the game, and all from outside the 3-point line. Ennis now plays a bit with Tyree. Keeps it. Now, was he going? Got his pocket pick. Now, has he got the pace? Gives a nice pass. Nice fast break. Tyree with the easy finish at the end for his 11th point. But great play by Pierre-Antoine Gillet, the 31-year-old veteran. Didn't have the pace to go coast to coast, but had the smarts to make a nice pass. Ennis playing a bit now with Tyree. The last time he did this, he lost it. He's got 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left. No one else has touched the ball. This time it comes to Morgan. That's a 3-second violation. Also a shot clock violation, so doesn't matter. Possession back to Oostende. 16 points within him. Watch this beautiful pass. They thought they rejected it, but they didn't. Tyree got it. But watch this. Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Beautiful. Count it and drop it. All day long. Pierre-Antoine, 31 years of age, veteran. Just beautiful shooter. 6'10". 2 free throws now coming up for the youngster. Kay Van der Forst to freeze. Gets the soft roll for his 2nd visit to the free throw line. That's the first basket he's made. And now it's a case for both coaches to run in some young players, get them experience for the Basketball Champions League. He misses the 2nd, as it's unlikely that this deficit will be turned around in the next 2.5 minutes. And I say that because of the way Oostende play the game. Not because it's not possible, it's just that they haven't played like a team that's going to do it. Beautiful shot there. The first basket for Sadat Karagula. Downtown, off the bench, counter for 3. 18 points again between them. Approaching the final 2 minutes. Thurman hits the 3 and nails another 3. Trayshawn Thurman likes that shot. He's got 11 points in the game. And he's 3 from 4 outside the arc. Ennis just winding down the clock, delaying time, taking time off the clock. Every play in the last 4 or 5 plays. Big shot again by Karagula. This time he misses. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Could have been either. This time they're calling it on Jonas Sansimar. 2 free throws coming up for Trayshawn Thurman. It's all about getting your individual stats up as Breen Tyree looks tired man into the game for the first time in the game. Sander Pintelan, 19 years of age, Champions League debut. Underage international, 6'10". And Dario Yerja does the sensible thing with a minute and a half or just over to go and give him valuable playing time, experience. This game is going to be won by Galatasaray. It's going to be a big win on the road for them. They start their campaign with a big away win. Sansima, 2 free throws and 2 technicals. That's his tally so far. He's shaking a bit here. He draws the foul against Trayshawn Thurman, and he was running out of ideas. Giannis got out of jail there, look. And in the end, Pierre-Antoine Gillet reached in, and all you're doing is sending an excellent free throw shooter to the place he wants to be. Because he's been there twice for his only 2 points so far in the game. And the underage international, classy point guard and an exceptional free throw shooter, has his 3rd point. That's the 26th time they've gone to the free throw line. And now they're 18 from 27 from 15 feet. Blenenberg will attack the basket. That's what he wants to do all the time. Now the youngster with a big shot, but it's an air ball. Nice play by the big veteran inside. Gile with the rebound, the reverse spin. And Pintelan missed his 3-point shot, but Gile picked up the weak side rebound. 70 points in the game. Flawless he's been. Karagula in and out. Pintelan with the weak side rebound. Pierre-Antoine, don't mess up now, don't mess up. Get your spot. Blenenberg will look to get it to you. No, this is a mismatch. They're trying to get it to the youngster. Give it to the youngster, they're saying no. Thurman wanted his own stats. He missed the shot. Morgan picked up a weak side rebound. Done a good job on the board so far tonight. Morgan, 6 rebounds in the game. That's a foul against number 30, I would say. Pierre-Antoine Gile, again, sending Giannis Sansima to the free throw line. It's just like giving candy to a baby and saying, do you like the candy? Giannis will say, I love the free throw line. Send me there all day. And in the final seconds of the game, he remains flawless with his 5th free throw for his 5th point in the game. And he's missed his 6th free throw, so he didn't remain flawless at the end. Blenenberg bombs a 3, doesn't make it. Morgan gets the weak side rebound. Will they go for the last shot? No, they have enough. They've done a really effective job here tonight. They've come to Ostend and they've gone away with a 14-point victory, but it was a much more comfortable victory than that margin. They've had leading scorers in D. Bost with 23. Kibaga, he had 15. Angola had 11. Morgan had 11. And Mustafa had 10. And they're really happy with that performance. Gillet had 17. Thurman had 13. And Tyree at 12. Final score from the Dome in Ostend, 92 for the away team, Galatasaray. 78 for Ostend. The Turkish team open with an away win. And how important will that be as they now move on to round 2? From me, Timmy McCarthy, it's been great having you with me. Good night, and we'll chat again soon.
Important message for all the fans from Galatasaray. The fans from Galatasaray are requested to leave the venue along the back of the arena after the game. Thank you.
mezelf. Best in de league, komt de plank binnen. Ja, Frans, geen overwinning tegen Galatasaray, nederlaag met 14 punten. Hoe bekijk je die?
Oh ja, we wisten dat het een moeilijke wedstrijd ging worden, dat Galatasaray toch een van de favorieten is deze jaar. Maar ik denk dat we goed onze job hebben gedaan. We hebben zelfs op momenten gelijk teruggekomen in de wedstrijd. Dus ja, het was wel heel graag. Het was heel nice om tegen Galatasaray te kunnen spelen.
Ja, hoe moeilijk was het tegen die topploeg? Wat deden zij beter en wat waren zij sterker op elk vlak?
Goh, ja, het is moeilijk te zeggen, want het is een heel complete ploeg. Ze hebben heel veel talenten dus iedereen kan daar scoren. En voor ons was het eigenlijk de eerste wedstrijd die heel cruciaal was. En ik denk dat ervaring misschien een beetje scheelt. En dan de supporters zijn natuurlijk ook een heel groot pluspunt bij Galatasaray, maar ik denk dat we een goede job hebben gedaan.
Ja, persoonlijk begon je wat moeilijk aan de match met gemiste layups, maar je bleef heel agressief en heel de wedstrijd lang heb je aangevallen.
Oh ja, het is een beetje jammer dat ik die layups mis natuurlijk, want als je die scoort dan staan er misschien direct punten voor. Ja, dat is nu helemaal zo, ik mis ze niet expres, maar ik denk dat ze dat ook verlangen van mij om heel agressief aan de wedstrijd te beginnen. En ik doe dat en ik zal dat ook blijven doen.
Met de Giants heb je ook al Champions League, maar ook al Eurocup gespeeld. Hoe vergelijk je die twee competities?
Oh, het is een beetje heel close bij elkaar. Misschien bij Eurocup als je een beetje verder geraakt, wordt het wel heel stevige ploegen. Maar Champions League is ook natuurlijk met Galatasaray ook een heel goed niveau. En het is vergelijkbaar, zou ik zeggen.
Wat verwacht je van de verplaatsing naar Holland?
Holland is ook een sterke ploeg. We moeten zeker daarvoor klaar zijn. We gaan er klaar voor zijn en we moeten die proberen te pakken daar.
Ja, wat is de ambitie van Oostende in deze Champions League?
Zo ver mogelijk geraken. Zeker voor bij deze ronde is toch het plan. We zullen daar hard moeten voor knokken, maar ik denk dat dat wel gaat lukken.
Dankjewel, Frans. Yes, coach, another win against the Turkish powerhouse Galatasaray. Are you somehow a bit satisfied with your team performance?
I think yes, okay, we didn't start well. They make a 10 points difference in the first quarter. We didn't react on physicality right way. Okay, we bounced back on 42-39. 3 team fouls to spend. They scored 3 3-pointers. Some straight decisions also. Very strange because on one side something is 3-point shot, on the other side is not. I don't know what to say. We bounce back again on 8, but they have too much quality. They're too much quality, some tough shots, 3-pointers. We miss layups on the other side and free throws, and you cannot match that intensity and that game with them, especially some young guys still.
In the end, it's 14 points. It looked like maybe it was going to be a 20-25-point difference. So are you happy with the little points difference in the end?
I never thought that it's going to be 25-point difference. I knew that we have a small chance, but we need to play a perfect game. We need to minimize our turnovers to be competitive to win a game. We didn't succeed fully in that, but I cannot be unhappy with the guys. They fight through till the end, and that's okay.
Austin made the choice this season to play with 3 young domestic guys on the center position. It's a learning experience, of course, for them.
Yes, but not only for them, it's also a learning experience for our young guards. I mean, Kai have already experience, but Brents, for example, and also Tyree never been on this level, so he needs to learn. He can solve some situations what he had much better. And that's now a process. Now we need to show that on video and force him to do that right way, and all the others. So, okay, this is what we have, and we will try to do our best.
Will the game in Holland be as difficult as this one?
Yes, we play tough teams. We play tough teams.
Love you, man. Thank you for everything. Love you.
Love you too. So it's just tough game, but like I said before,